Hello all. Today we're going to be reviewing and doing an unboxing and an installation step by step for you guys with OMTech 80W laser machine. This machine is not my machine. One of my friends asked me to purchase a machine for his son, and I recommend the 80W for him because after talking to his son, ask him what he wants to do with it, and from my experience I had the 50W to start with. I recommend honestly the 80 because the bed size, okay? 20 by 28 is a good bed size. You can do a lot of stuff with it. This one have a pass through too, and it's better than be like you need something and you cannot get it. At least you'll have a bigger bed size and you can do whatever you want with it. Okay. Now it depends on your money too. Don't take me wrong. If you don't have the money, start with something small. The 50W are awesome. Okay, I use them for everything, for engraving, rotary, and everything. This one here, he wants to do wooden stuff. He wants a little bigger bed size. Like when I was asking him, he said he might do some bigger stuff than the one I was doing with my 50W. As you guys know, I already have the 130, so I have a bigger bed size that I don't care about anymore. But for him, he's gonna start with this. They purchased the machine already, and I'm gonna go by them and I'm gonna help them out. As you guys know, I cannot do any lifting because of my back hurts or stuff. But him and his dad, they're gonna do the unboxing, the setup. I'm just gonna guide them through them, and while I guide them, I'm gonna try to take a video and show you guys step by step from beginning how to unbox it, how to do the installation, how to set it up. So if you're new to a laser machine, you should stick with this video, and I'll hope I can show you everything when I go there. Depends how painful the day is gonna be, but I'll prepare myself. But let's get to unboxing, I guess, when you guys see this video. Just a small note, this is the 80W 20 by 28 bed size, and he is getting actually a water chiller. So as soon as he gets it, he's gonna come pick me up and then we'll do the unboxing. So we'll see you next time on the unboxing. So here is the actual box of the machine and a water chiller. This is the 5200 water chiller, and this is going to be the 80W red and black. We did open it from the top right now, and we're going to have to show you how you're going to unbox it. So to unbox it, you need to loosen the bottom bolts, all the bottom layer bolts, then this whole thing will come up easily. So here's after he opened it. Basically what he did, he just took that panel from the front, unscrew everything in the bottom, pull it up that way, and now he's gonna unscrew the whole panel. Everything is packed very well, basically. So you can see, even here they have foams. That's the good thing about it. In the back, it's okay. It's in a box anyway. They do usually mount them. There's a screws over here, another over here on the legs, so to prevent it from moving. So you're gonna have to take those screws out from every single leg before you do anything moving forward. Here's the overlook. Go ahead, take those screws from there. From where? There's a long screw right away too. And here's the machine after it was taken out. Checklist, that all the stuff is there. There's still the tape. Add some new notes, safety notes. E-stop, power, control switch, and the tool itself protected. You'll have two power control power goes in, and they have air assist, I believe, attachment that you can put air assist through there instead of doing your own mess up stuff, like cutting wires and stuff. We'll look into it later on. They did move the machine temporarily on brakes. When we align it a little bit, this is what comes inside the machine. This is the bucket with stuff inside. We'll pick it up in a minute and show you what's inside of it. So I'll take that, let's see what's inside. And this is going to be the software and paper in here. And then that's the water pump that we're not going to use because we have water chiller, and this is the vent. And we need that yellow cable too. And those hoses there. And the clamp too. Just the water pump we're not going to use in this bucket. Because we have actually the water chiller. So now we're going to show you how to hook it up. Already set up. So when it says out, it's going to go to the water chiller, to the laser in. And from the laser out, it's going to come back all the way to in. That's how we hooked it up so far. And the power of this guy, we hooked it up to the actual machine where it says water pump. So that way when the laser turn on, okay, this will turn on automatically. We're going to keep this on button. We're not going to turn it off. That way, so you don't have to turn both buttons. Only one button turns everything on and off. That's the setup so far. So now what we're going to take all these hair out of here. So you're going to, there's a little, they're tie up. So you're going to untie them. These are dust, like basically just dust protector. No. What are you doing? The bottom here.
Where?
Yeah, there's a untie. Yeah, untie it. So these are designed just to protect the laser head from shipping, dust, and stuff like that. Okay, pull it out. And on another side, there's one more over there.
Where?
Underneath, and just watch your head. And one more is going to be all the way in the back of the laser inside the tube. Make sure you take those out before you actually run the machine, because you will have a little bit of fire. Oh, just a little bit.
It's supposed to have none of that shit.
You do. And this is, I was telling him this is good bags to put all your diamonds, because rich people have diamonds, So stuff like that. See, that's, rich people don't know how to open bags.
What are you talking about?
So we come from the back. You're gonna insert the key, open the key. We should have did this first, so we don't have to bother ourselves doing it again. Now let's lift this guy up.
Where do we?
Yeah, handle. So here, maybe here it got locked. Let me see. Go ahead. Open it up. And take that guy off all the way. And then over there. Did change the style from the old one, that little latch. Now they have an actual hook like this. It's okay, more stable. This is the tube. Usually there is a plastic piece in the tube. Do not remove it. Keep it. Okay, all this tape on the tube to control the water temperature, cord and stuff like that, so you can keep it. In case if somebody asks you, any sticker on the tube, they're designed, they should be okay. Here's some of the specs of the actual tube. Peak power is 95, and the actual power is 80. It is certified, US certified at least. Okay, nothing in there, and that's it. Now we're gonna put water in antifreeze. So what we're doing, OMTech do have actually their own water, but they didn't have it, so we buy antifreeze. We're gonna mix antifreeze and distilled water to put in this machine. So basically what we did, right now we're gonna put antifreeze, but what we did, we just 100% antifreeze, the one that says must, add water and distilled water. So we dump one of it halfway, and we filled it all the way to. Now we're shaking it. We're gonna add it to the machine, and we'll do the same thing. 50-50 should be enough, but we don't want to use 50-50. We're using 100% with distilled water. Before we put this, we're gonna turn the machine on. Now always, in case you click the button, the machine does not turn on, check the e-stop. Usually the e-stop is hit from manufacturer for safety when they actually move around. So now we're gonna click this, machines will turn on. This guy should go home. It's gonna go all the way, hit that sensor, and then hit that sensor over there. Every time you'll turn it, that's what happens. And then usually it will come. So now it's good, the fan is working, and it's gonna come to a reset point, basically. Yeah, it's basically, where is it at? Origin here, origin. So if I move the laser here, for example, and you click origin, now this is your original point. The laser will go home, it comes over here. If you're doing any work, for example, you want to make sure, let's say your piece here, you want the laser to travel from here to here. So you put your original laser here, point, and then it always will travel, easier. Home, come back all the way. You can take that out. So now we're gonna turn this machine on. So to double check, you have it clicked in the right. So the machine is on. You already have water alert, alarm. Okay, you have no water. Okay, if I turn this machine, this should turn off. So it's turning off. We're good. I'm gonna turn this off right now. Turn the machine just to put water in there. Okay, go ahead. Add your distilled mixer. Yep. A small note: if you have your machine on and do not turn the laser on. Okay, make sure your laser is off. That way, so your tube will not be working with anything. Just make sure the laser is off always until you have water in the machine. And this is just the fan noise, okay? And so the machine hooked up. In the back of the machine, you will have a level. So you want to always go to full, somewhere like in the top all the way here, okay? Well, you can dump them, sure. Yeah, hey, that's fine. Now he's adding the mixed water we did. I usually like to let it fill up at least to a normal, then turn the pump on to start cycling. I think you can go faster than that, it's fine. But the tank, this tube is big. There's a little actual switch here, outlet. Okay, that if you have the wire, you can hook it up to the actual machine. Some of the machines have it, instead of having a actual sensor in there, usually they hook up to this guy, so it control to the sensor right away. So we're still not even reaching anything here yet. We will need 1 more gallon easily. So we'll turn the machine off. So like up to here. A little bit more and stop. Stop for now. Let's turn the machine on. Turn that machine on. Turn this machine on, and then we're gonna turn the water pump. Turn this guy. Just a cycle. So now you'll see it's already pushing water in. So you'll see water coming in. This is empty. Now it's gonna come in. Hold on. Usually there is already a little bit of water from the manufacturer because they test the machine. But so now what we need to do to make sure there's no bubbles. So we're gonna leave this guy running easy for 10 minutes. Okay? To make sure there's no bubble in the tube. And I'm gonna show you. We're gonna open the tube and see there's bubbles. We might have to lift the machine a little bit up and down just to get all the bubbles in the laser, because that's very important. When you have bubble in your laser, you can burn your laser, because that's bad. Okay? So right now the water, the got all the way to normal. Come look at it. All the way to normal. Like normal. So you need to fill it up all the way full. So just add more antifreeze. So we need to get at least something here. So we open it, took the honeycomb out. That's how it looks. Make sure always your belt is okay. That's the compressor, air compressor, and everything looks decent so far. So then our next step, we're gonna line up. We're gonna test the bed size. The line up. We already lined it up with the, liner here. But we're gonna check the bed right now. Make sure everything is lined up. If we have to, then we can make adjustment from the legs, the little screws. You can, ball basically time to go up, on time to go down, and then we'll line the bed this way and that way, and then we'll do some more testing. Then we can fire up and start maybe testing some laser. We take all the tape from around. Sometimes they put tape into this track over here, so pay attention just to cover the oil. So I can see already there's a tape in that track. You do not want a tape in there, so you need to remove that tape in there too. And you can actually keep the tape if you want, but we'll remove it just in case we don't want nothing to get stuck. Usually it's there just to keep the oil, but we'll remove it, make sure there's no tape around, anything else. Check inside here. You're good. Okay. We'll just check the water in the back right now on a laser tube. So let's open the laser tube and check the water in the back. I'm going to make sure there's no bubble in the tube itself. So see if there's any bubbles moving. You see those bubbles?
Where?
The little bubbles. You see the bubbles? So we want to get rid of all these bubbles. So what I want you to do, start picking up the machine from there a little bit. Up and down. Hold on. And machine. Yeah, what happened? Oh, I touched the cord. So your cord is not all the way in. You don't have it all the way in. That's what. This guy's in. Okay. Lift the table up a little bit. Lift the whole machine up and down a little bit.
Can we open up?
Yeah, open the garage door. We're lifting up and down, and you see the bubble, a little bit traveling. I need all the bubble to travel. There's a little trick I do usually, just pinch the holes and let go. Pinch. Yeah, pinch it and let go. The water will pinch and let go. Pinch, let go. It will help. You gotta get rid of all these bubbles. Pinch, let go. Basically, I'm just pinching, pinching, and let go. Pinch and let go to get rid of the water, all air bubbles. So we did put everything right now, and we put an alignment. We put the actual piece here. So you're gonna put this guy here to actually focus. So now we try it. We move the laser all the way down there, and we put this guy. And we moved it all the way this way, and we're trying to measure it. So from here to here, this one was going through, this guy was a little tight. Here, too much room, it's moving up and down, and here's too much room moving up and down. Now we did actually put the frame all straight. So that means what right now? Your bed is off alignment, so we're gonna adjust the bed. But before we do that, I'm gonna do a focus, and I'm gonna shoot a laser just to see how off is the laser. So it comes in with this tape. This little tape here. So what you do, you're gonna cut a piece and put it here on this guy from the outside, and we're gonna hit a shoot to see if it's even touching it before we even go there. I don't want to mess anything in the back. So if it's good here, then we'll move on to this guy. Then we'll move to this guy. If we have to do a small adjustment, we'll do it from here. Then we'll adjust the bed. If not, then we'll show you the next step. So first, we're gonna close this door here. Okay, make sure always there's nothing in the way here. Okay, so we're gonna move this guy here, or we can just put it just for a test to see if the laser is catching. Okay, close the door. There's two sensors. There's one sensor here. This one have only one sensor. My big machine have. So this sensor have to meet, or the machine will not run. So you close the door. Okay, and we're gonna turn the laser on, and we're gonna shoot pulse. No. Give this one time pulse. Okay. And now open it. Let's see. Let's see if you have any luck somewhere. See? Look at your laser now. So the circle is almost perfect. Let me see. Focus on it.
Yeah, I see it. Why is that small?
See? It's perfect in the center. Okay. So what I usually do, just to be on the safe side, just rub around it with your hand. Now when you take it, it leaves the impression of actually where it was. Okay, so now you can tell if you're in a circle. So that's a good sign. Now we have a circle dot from there to here. Okay, what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna put the tape, and we're gonna shoot one here, and we're gonna move the guy all the way in the back and shoot one more over there to see if the two dot line up. Because if it's sometimes when it's on this side here, what happens is up. When it's all the way in the back, is down. So that makes a lot of difference. So we're gonna shoot one here at this side, and one all the way there. Put tape, cut a tape and put it there like I did. And this time when I shoot, now I'll get a small one. And this time when we're gonna shoot, we're not gonna hold our hand. And always, before you put your hand anywhere, make sure your laser is off. So now it's off, okay? You don't wanna by mistake your laser firing on you. That's okay. Plastic, it's okay. We'll clean it later on. There's a lot of plastic pieces around. So now close the hood. We're gonna bring the laser all the way here. Okay.
You do piece of it back?
No, it's okay. Close that light. So close the hood. Okay. Put your head. Now we're gonna turn the laser on in a small pulse, just small tussle. Okay. Small touch. That's it. Open it. Now we'll see the hole. And now we'll move it a little bit just so you can see. You see a small hole, correct? Perfect flashlight. Perfect in the center. So now we'll move it. No, leave it there. We're gonna move this guy all the way to the other side, close to the laser. And close the door, and we'll shoot another pulse. As small as possible you can shoot. That's it. Now lift it up. So now the idea is the hole that we made, it should be bigger. So it is a little bit bigger, and both of them almost the center. So that is actually perfect setup, perfect manufacturing setup. You don't have to do anything. Now, take it off now. Okay. Now we'll bring this laser here, closer. Now we'll put a tape because now the laser travel from there to here. We know this thing is perfect. So now we're gonna bring it from here to here. So we're gonna put a tape on here and see how that's gonna hit. So cut a tape and put it there. Anytime you're having an issue, your machine is acting up, your laser acting weird, that's what you need to check. You need to check this method, okay? Put a tape here, make sure it's good, put a tape here. If it's off, you start from there because sometimes stuff happens, stuff get loose, too much movement, and then your laser. So close it.
And him to adjust?
Yeah, it'll be easy. Okay, small pause. Okay, open it. So now, let's see how center is it. It is center to me. Let's see, show you guys. It's center as possible. Now, move this guy. We're gonna move the laser this way now. Keep going, keep going. Okay, that's enough. We'll close the door and shoot another pulse. Okay, now open it. Move the laser. Move the laser a little bit that way. That's it. It is perfect. See? There is only one burn. A circle inside a circle. Look at it. So now you know your laser is perfect. Okay? Now take that tape. Now remember, turn off, always turn off the laser. Okay. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this laser in the bottom of this guy. Okay? So I wanna see, so not here, somewhere in the bottom, like this. And I'm gonna push on it so I can have the little circle mark. Now turn the laser on and hit a pulse. That's it. Turn off the laser. Now you should have a perfect circle. So a little bit off, but it's okay. I can adjust it. Oh, I mean, a little bit off. I'm gonna put this tape over here. I mean, it was a little bit off. So that's the mark from that center. This was the hole. Okay, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Okay, still okay. It can be. How you will know? Here's your next test. Now we're gonna leave it as it is, like this. We're gonna do two small tests to see if your laser right now is it hitting straight or is it doing one of these. Okay, so you're gonna put the bed down. No, put the bed down. Remember, easiest way. There, put the bed down. Stop here. It's good enough. You want at least about maybe 4 fingers, something like 3 fingers far away. So we're gonna close this guy. Okay, turn the laser on. It's on, alright. Okay, and hit a pulse. Let me see if it made anything. Yep, see, it made a little dot in here. That's heavy. Okay, now lift the table all the way up to focus point. Okay, before you put our finger in there, turn off the laser. Hold on, turn off the laser. We're gonna put block.
What is that?
This is your focus point. Okay, go down. More. That's it. So now I want you to hit another. Turn the laser on and hit a pulse. Okay, now we take it. Turn off the laser. Move the laser back all the way. Keep going. Okay, now we're gonna take this guy and see what was our burn. Bring it here, and we'll see. This was from before, but this is a new one. So your laser looked like it did not bad actually. I'm not sure you can see in the camera, but that was the big circle, and there's a smaller circle inside of it. Not this one. This is from earlier on. It's from earlier, but there's 2 circles on top of each other. So, for example, if we would have did like this, if we would have a circle here and the next circle got far away, then your laser is not aligned. Basically, your laser could be going on one of these. Okay, but both of them is inside. So we'll test it again, but this time we'll do a focus one first. So bring it here. Bring the laser this way. Let's see here. There's nothing in there. Bring your bed a little bit down. From here. Do it from here. I mean, yeah, from there. That's it. Now up, because it's moving. Always move it back and forth. That's it. So now we'll hit one small, quick one. So now we're on focus. It's gonna cover the laser. So there's a small hole, very tiny hole. Okay. Here's the laser, very close. Small tiny hole over here. So now we're gonna drop the bed down. Drop it down. That's good enough. And now we'll do the same shot just to show you how perfect it is. Let me, if I can.
This has a
Hit a pulse. So you guys see the hole is almost in top the other one. It's 100%. That's how you know your laser is 100% basically aligned. So now a laser is set up, so that means it's not your laser tube or something. So the bed is off. As we put it here, it was moving, so now we're gonna come from the back, from the bottom, and adjust it. Very easy adjustment too. I'll show you guys. Small update. Look like these are compressed in. There is no bolt in there to adjust them. So another way to adjust them is gonna be here. You can loosen this guy and open it to level your bed. Okay, so for example, if I loosen it this way, we'll bring this guy in. Open it the other way, we'll bring it up to make sure all your corners are leveled up. That's very important to do. So here's the example. We took the honeycomb out so we can have more room. We're gonna put this wood here. I'm gonna try and stable this camera here just to show you what I mean. So when we do this, we put the adjustable Allen wrench. If I move this way, the bed will go up. If I move that way, the bed will go down. This goes up and down. This is the best way to adjust it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring this guy here. Okay, and we're gonna now bring your laser this way.
Which way?
Bring the laser this way. Okay, all the way to the corner, like corner as possible. Keep coming. Yeah. This way a little bit. Come on, this way. Bring it that way. So now we're gonna lift this guy up all the way to the laser. Hit your focus point. Here. Bring the laser down. But here, no, laser down. Keep going. Go. Stop. Go up a little bit. I want to just go up. That's it. So now, I'm gonna move the wood all the way down. Push the laser all the way in the back. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Stop. Now we're gonna go in the back to see how off we are. Doesn't matter. So now we're high here. Okay. So if we're high here, if this guy is high and this guy is touching, that means your laser bed is this direction. So we gotta go down. Okay. So we're gonna bring this guy here, bring the laser here, or we'll do this. No, stay there. Bring the bed up. I want to touch here. Bring the bed up. Touch. Bring it. Bring it. Keep going. Keep going. Up, 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 not down. Up, up, up. So now we're gonna go back and forth. Stop. Back down a little bit. So now it's going smoothly. Now we'll bring it here. Bring the laser this way. A little more. You want all the way to the corner. Okay. So now here you're not going in. You're touching. See? So now we're gonna tie this guy so you go in. Other way. Other way. You're going up now. Other way. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. That's what he's doing, basically. Stop. Hold on. Easy. Now we're in too much. Go a little bit out this way. Opposite. Keep going. That's it. So now you're tight. Okay? So now we'll get double check. Go back all the way to the other side. Always double check. Because what happened, because you lift this guy down, you could have brought this guy a little bit up. Maybe. Just maybe. We don't want to. We want it perfect. So now this is already a little higher. Go up a little bit. Up, up, up with the table. What's it? No, down. That's it. Check it here. Bring the laser here. So now we gotta go one down. See? Going. Yeah, hold on. That's it. Good enough. Okay, that should be good. Now we're gonna check it. The same thing. We'll do that one there. Go ahead, bring this wood all the way down through. Okay, George, you do it. I'm George, check it. Let me get out of your way. It's good to have two hands, always one doing something. So, was it touching? What's happening?
It's not even going in.
It's not even going in. So now we have to bring the bed down. It goes towards you, George. Yep.
You want me to move?
It's gonna be a little bit hard because it's not other way.
Other way. You gotta go towards you. It's not going.
Keep a little more. No, other way.
There we go.
Now we tie it. Tight?
Yeah, it's tight.
It's tight. Go other way, George. Other way, yeah. There you go. That way.
It's not
That's
going.
good. That's good. That's good. That's good. It's going in.
Leave it, leave it,
Okay.
leave it.
Now I'm gonna bring the laser all the way in the back. Move the wood. Check the back piece. Good.
No.
Well, a little bit tight.
It can't even go in.
Okay, so you gotta loosen that way. So Georgie, you're gonna have to go this direction.
This
Like
one?
you're losing it. Yeah. Like you're losing it. A hair. Other way. Other way. Yeah. Keep going. Okay. Stop. Go check the wood again. A little more.
Yeah, a little
A
bit.
little more. Now this doesn't mean from the manufacturer table's off. Okay, the manufacturer could have did this perfect. Maybe our floor is bad right now. It's
Yeah.
kind of messing the whole table up because we already know we're putting on bricks. We're not on the floor. Good. Okay. Straight up. So just because to everybody else, because we're putting on bricks, so that means it could be your floor is a little bit, your frame is twisted, a little bit off. But also we're adjusting the bed. So every time, if you change this, so in the future, if we change this somewhere else, we gotta do the same thing again. Okay, if we put it on a table, we gotta do the same thing again, because that way, to make sure your frame. What I like about OMTech, see, different companies don't have this. You see this frame here? This is the whole frame. Your machine have a full frame. If you go to your school, probably your machine at school don't have this frame. I'll have one here and one here.
Yeah,
OMTech, what they do a full frame this way. So your actual track, this track here and this track here, is sitting on a square or whatever, rectangular shape frame. It's not sitting on two pieces. It can go this and this. So it's kind of a little helpful later. That's how you know a machine's good, when they have some kind of frame. If they have only two, you might have some problem if your floor is not
What time
even.
he has? 6:30.
So now we have to adjust the bed. We shot our laser. Everything's okay. We're gonna shoot one more laser just in case if we did anything. Just close the door. Yeah, it is focused here. Close it all the way. Oh, remember, got the magnet here.
Why the magnet?
This is so I was adjusting something. So for everybody, I had a little magnet on the sensor. Do not ever mess with the machine without the doors closed. Okay? Don't do this trick. Okay? I just bypassed the sensor for a minute just to do something. Okay? But other than that, always the door closed, because there's a sensor in here. Okay? So if the door is not closed, if one day you're trying to shoot, so right now, open the door. I'm gonna show you an arrow. So this is so for your safety. Okay? Don't look at the laser. I'm gonna try to shoot poles. So, you see that? Give me an arrow. So it tells you something is open. It tells you open cover protection. So that means the cover is not closed. It's that sensor.
Yeah.
So if the door is closed one day and you have this arrow, that means that sensor here is not touching your door. Okay? Or, I hope to God not, if you let the sensor get damaged. Let's say somehow your alignment of the machine was bad and you hit the door on the sensor, you can break that sensor. Okay? Then you're gonna have to get a new sensor. Okay? So now we're all set. Close the door. Let's hit a false. So when you always have an arrow, we'll tell you please escape. So we'll escape it to basically clear the arrow. Now we're gonna hit a pulse to open it up. Oh no, hold on. My laser was not on. Have the laser on. Now we hit pulse. Okay, go ahead. See, even when the laser was off and you're trying to hit a pulse, it still tell you it was an arrow. Okay. So now you have a small dot somewhere in here in this perfect woods. It's there. Okay. So now we're all set. Now we're gonna get our laptop and you're gonna hook up to a laptop and we can do some small engraving.
Nice.
Or we can do a little test too. On the OMTech machine, usually they have a little file. There's a little file with the OMTech machine.
Flash
a little
drive?
flash drive.
Yes, I saw.
Bring the flash drive. It's in the back. It's in the back of the blue bag. Sorry guys, the video is very long, but I'm showing you everything 100%. Blue bag, or is that USB cable over there? In that USB cable. Yeah.
Are we done with the tools?
Yeah. Is it there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna plug it. So this machine you can do from a laptop, or you can actually download the file to the USB and put it on the machine and run it through the machine itself. So we can hook it up by actually putting the USB in there. Let me see if the file is saved here. If you go here, let's see if the file is actually saved here. If we click file, there is test file. There's only a test file. So we're gonna do this guy to the test file. Let me show you guys. Actually, there's a test file in there. So right now, all we gotta do, for example, because it's a test file, and we have to do a full frame. Let's frame it. See, where is it at? I don't know, origin. Frame. So the test file is gonna frame somewhere over there. See? So your wood is gonna be underneath that. Put it in the middle, yeah. It's a test file again. So if you frame, so you see that frame? If you click frame, only in a test file. So now what this guy gonna do is gonna basically engrave this here. It's a test file from OMTech. It's for everything basically. But usually they have a piece, which is this guy here. That's what it's gonna engrave. It's gonna engrave this on that wood, okay? Because this wood is not like a finished wood, so it might look a little different. But we're not testing. Now focus the machine. Turn off always the laser. Do your focus. Yeah, a small one. Put it there. Focus it. It's good.
Yep.
When you try it, go up and down. Do this to it. See if you're high. You're high, correct? So you're gonna bring it down, tight.
Yep.
A little bit loose now. Yeah, see? You want to barely to be, you want to, best as you can to be a little bit almost there, okay? So we test this before you even hook up to light burn or to any machine. Close the hood now. Okay, and you can peel this guy off. Can we peel this guy right now? It's not going to be too much maybe to peel. It's too much because you need a little
Scraper.
So we set everything now. We'll turn the machine back on and then we'll do testing. So we're gonna go, like we said, to the file. So click frame. It's gonna frame there. That's what the frame is. Okay, now we're gonna go file. And then we're gonna the test file. You're gonna click OK, and it should start using it. Close the door now. The laser machine's on. The water is on. Laser's on. Okay. Now you're gonna click. I think you're gonna click and enter. And this is the max show right now. It's showing. And then you're gonna click. Make sure all your speed is good. Then click play. Okay. Now it's okay. You need to get glasses. Okay. I'm sending you a link for the glasses. Right now you can look at this by trying. How you're looking at it. Okay. See the smoke? This is nothing yet. It might try to actually cutting to the piece because it does usually cuts it around. But because it's wood thick, probably it's not gonna cut it. We'll leave like a heavy engraving mark.
Nice.
So this is engraving at 300 millimeter per second. Okay, so there is. You can go up to 400, 450 is good, but 300, 350 is a good speed because your lines, components and stuff, everything is already to the smoke, and if you can smell already. Okay, and you need to vent it out because after a while of engraving, this whole room is gonna be smoked out. So you do not want to do
I
that.
can kind of see it right now.
Yeah, and your clothes gonna smell out the smoke. The whole house will smell out the smoke.
Exactly.
So you need to vent it out.
Should I, just in case, maybe get like a fan, like a big fan, and just have it here just to blow?
It will not help.
It won't help at all.
You have to vent this guy out. You have to vent it out. If not, it will not help any fan or something. So now it's almost. So now this will be I'll send you a file later, for example, for a test file.
Okay.
Every kind of wood you want to engrave on, you can just test your powers.
Oh,
what do you want to use?
Nice.
That way, so light burn will have it. I'll show you how to use it in light burn. Light burn will have it. That way, so any material you want to engrave or cut, you use a test file to see what power you need to use. So this is already doing amazing. See, certain level.
Yeah.
I seen that piece you did in the college. For the pieces.
High school.
High school. Okay. So certain levels.
You saw the board I had in the back seat, right?
No, I've seen there.
Oh, yeah.
So certain levels of engraving. Okay, what you'll have your wood will burn and make darker color.
Yes.
And some it will just make clear.
Exactly.
So you need to find the exact point
Yes.
for that look burn. Unless you don't want to burn, you can have it clear. It's up to you. Yeah, so now it's doing the cutting now. Now it's basically trying to cut. When it does the cut, you're gonna smell a lot of smoke. Look at the smoke. At one point, this whole thing will fill up with smoke. That's why I have on mine. Actually, I changed those fans. My fans are changed, but this wood will not cut out because it's very thick.
Yeah.
And it's all illuminated and stuff. But
Exactly.
it's okay.
I have a question. Do you think with this laser I could do like glass?
Engrave?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. So now, what I do, just clear the smoke out, leave it a little bit open like this to suck air out of here first and goes out to the fan. My fans are in the back. Look at the house already. Look at that smoke.
I know, I can see it.
It's already filled up with smoke all over the place. I mean the garage. So that's very bad. Especially,
Yeah.
you will feel it.
Yeah, you don't want to breathe it in either, I know that.
Yeah. So this is right now. So here's the piece. So now you can see how deep we engraved on the wood. Okay, we did in big really deep. Okay, and this is for the cutting. It did not go all the way across because you're looking at half inch
Yeah.
piece of wood, but
Thick.
yeah. So
Nice.
this is your engraving. Now we'll set up light burn, then you can start messing with it. So here's the setup, guys. We put it basically on bricks for now. We align it, water chiller, and it's running, and laser. Later on, we'll hook up some lights maybe around. We'll do some upgrades later on. Now the final touch, we're hooking up the laser. We put the USB where it says to PC. He's using a Mac, so he did scan. Yeah, he did a couple. If it doesn't show up, go back and make sure change your port. He's using again, it's a MacBook, and you're gonna drop the laptop. Hello, hello. You're gonna drop the laptop. Okay. So we put it on this USB. It didn't work. We don't use the 3.0 USB. I think this is 2.0. That's why. Maybe that's why it works. So we're gonna put it here. Now we're gonna click next. So now we're checking your bed. So saying your bed count. So your bed size. It's 700 millimeter by 500. Okay. You click next. And now hold on. Here it's telling you if in case if you want to adjust it, if it was wrong, but it's not. And then you can name it here whatever you want. So leave it as it is. Okay. Rowita, this is the controller. This is your controller name. Click next. And now it's telling you where is your origin. So here is wrong. It says rear left, which is not rear left, it's rear right. That means you're to everybody else. You open the door. That means where your laser usually zero out, home point. So your home point is here, not there. The machine was saying here. We're gonna change it to here. So now we're here. We change it to right. Gonna click next. And this telling you same thing. Click finish, and then you're gonna click OK. So now every time you use Lightburn, this is a trial version just for him for now. So this is the machine, that device you have. If you have 2 or 3 machines, you'll have different machine. Right now it's automatically. So now close Lightburn. Now reopen it. And now when you run it, the machine should start home by itself. So it should go home by itself when Lightburn opens. If not, click home. So say click, there's a button that says home. You want to make sure you connect it. You clicked home. See, now you're connected. So this little icon here, if you click on this icon here, now you can up, yeah, that like Google Map location. Click anywhere, and now it will locate your laser. So if you click somewhere in there, click, yeah, the laser now is moving. See, that's how you know you're connected to your laser. Every time before you do anything, always make sure your machine is home. Then you start your setup. Okay, so back, click home. Okay, take the selection. Yeah, that's it. So now it's homing up. It's gonna go home. It stays there. Okay. Now you can mess with your design.
Nice.
Okay. For everybody else, here's how it looks. The final touch up. Watch out. Let me show them. If you guys have a question, let us know. Thank you for watching.